Most people wake up and immediately hand the first minutes of their morning to everything except their own financial truth. The phone, the news, the mental calculation of what is owed and what is short and what has not yet arrived. And in doing so, they do something they do not realize they are doing. They give the subconscious its first instruction of the day from the frequency of lack, before the eyes are fully open, before the body has finished waking. The old program receives its daily reinforcement, and the builder begins another day of constructing the same financial reality it constructed yesterday and the day before, and every day of every year that this pattern has been running. Florence Scovel Shinn said the hour of the morning is the most sacred hour of the financial day. Not because of ritual, because of receptivity. The mind that has just emerged from sleep is in a state that Murphy called the hypnagogic bridge, the threshold between the deep subconscious work of the night and the fully conscious engagement of the day. In this state, the door between the conscious and subconscious mind is still partially open. The critical faculty that spends the rest of the day evaluating and doubting and arguing against new instruction has not yet fully assembled itself. And what enters the mind in this window lands at a depth that the same words spoken at noon could not reach. This means the 10 minutes you spend with your mouth and your mind in the first part of the morning are not equal to 10 minutes at any other time of day. They are worth more, neurologically, spiritually, in terms of the depth at which they reach the subconscious builder and the permanence with which they influence the program that runs beneath every financial decision and every financial outcome of your day. 10 minutes of aligned spoken truth in the morning window can override hours of accumulated lack frequency that the rest of the day will attempt to deliver. Florence knew this. She taught her students to guard the morning the way a farmer guards the planting season, because what is planted in the morning window grows through the entire day in the subconscious. The instruction delivered in those first minutes becomes the dominant frequency that the subconscious broadcasts throughout the hours that follow, shaping what opportunities your brain notices and which ones it filters out. Shaping which conversations your nervous system moves toward and which ones it recoils from. Shaping the signal you send into the field of divine supply that determines what flows toward you and what cannot yet find you because your frequency does not match its frequency. Joseph Murphy wrote that a man is what he thinks about all day long. And what you think about in the first 10 minutes of the day is what shapes what you think about for the rest of it. Not because you consciously repeat those thoughts all day, because the subconscious, given its morning instruction, filters the rest of the day through that frequency. It looks for evidence of what it was told is true. It brings to conscious awareness the opportunities that match the morning program, and it allows the ones that contradict the morning program to pass unseen because they do not match the filter. This is why two people can move through the same day in the same city with the same apparent set of circumstances and arrive at entirely different financial outcomes. Not because their circumstances were different, because their morning programs were different, because one of them gave the subconscious the instruction of supply and one of them gave it the instruction of lack, and the builder spent the day constructing accordingly for each of them. With perfect faithfulness, with complete precision, with exactly the output the morning instruction specified. The words you're about to speak for the next 10 minutes are not affirmations in the casual sense. They are not positive statements designed to make you feel better about circumstances that have not yet changed. They are commands. Specific, spiritually rooted, subconscious-directed commands based on the laws that Florence Scovel Shinn spent her life documenting. Each one constructed to reach past the surface of the thinking mind and deliver its instruction to the builder at the depth where the real financial program runs. Speak each one slowly. Let each one land before you move to the next. If a particular phrase catches somewhere in your chest or produces a physical response, stay with it. Repeat it. Let it deepen before you continue. The goal is not to reach the end of the list. The goal is genuine delivery of genuine instruction to the subconscious builder at genuine depth. And depth is not achieved through speed. It is achieved through presence, through the willingness to let each word carry its full meaning before the next one arrives. Begin now. I am the open channel of divine supply, and nothing can close this channel but my own word. Today I guard my word carefully. Today I speak only of abundance and supply and the infinite generosity of the source that has never once in the history of creation run short of what was needed for a life aligned with its law. I am aligned. I am open. I am receiving now. My good comes to me from expected sources and unexpected sources, from channels I have opened deliberately and channels the universe opens on my behalf. I do not limit the how. I do not limit the direction. I do not tell the infinite intelligence of divine supply which door it must use to deliver what it has prepared for me. Every door is available. Every channel is possible. Every source that exists in the field of infinite supply is flowing toward my life right now. I receive from all of it. Money is not my enemy. Money is not morally dangerous. Money is divine energy in physical form, and I am aligned with divine energy at every level of my being. I am comfortable with large sums of money. I am comfortable with unexpected arrivals of money. I am comfortable with my bank account reflecting the infinite supply that is my birthright as a child of the God who created everything that exists. I receive large sums of money easily, and I manage them wisely, and I circulate them generously, and they return to me multiplied, because that is the law of circulation, and the law of circulation never fails. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "No man gives to himself but God." And God is the giver of every good and perfect gift, which means every financial good that enters my life is God giving to me through whatever channel God chooses to use. My employer is a channel, my business is a channel, the stranger who offers the unexpected opportunity is a channel, the idea that arrives in the shower is a channel, the refund, the gift, the windfall, the inheritance, all of it is God giving through the channel most perfectly suited to my life in this moment. I receive it all with gratitude and without qualification. I release every belief that money is difficult to attract. I release every subconscious program that says financial abundance requires exhausting effort and painful sacrifice, and years of striving before I deserve to arrive at the level of supply that was prepared for me before I was born. That program is not the truth. It is an inherited lie. And I dissolve it now with the truth that Florence Scovel Shinn confirmed through decades of documented evidence. The supply is immediate. The channel is available. The law responds to aligned command. And I am commanding alignment now with every word I speak. I am not behind. I am not too late. I have not missed the window of financial opportunity that was prepared for my life. Divine supply does not operate on a human timeline that can be missed or expired. It operates on the law of alignment, which is available in every moment to every person willing to speak it into activation. I am speaking it into activation now. I am stepping into the supply that was prepared before I was born and has been waiting with infinite patience for this exact morning when I finally understood how to claim it. Unexpected money is drawn to me. I do not have to find it. It finds me. The subconscious signal I am broadcasting right now in this morning window is the signal of an open channel, of a life that is ready to receive from every direction the universe chooses to send supply. And the field of divine abundance, which is always looking for aligned receivers through which to flow, has found one in me this morning. The unexpected money is already in motion, already moving through channels I cannot yet see, already being directed toward my life by the intelligence that governs the movement of divine supply. I do not need to know how. I only need to remain open and keep speaking the truth that keeps the channel open. I speak now to the specific financial situation that has been weighing on my mind, whatever the number is, whatever the gap is between what has arrived and what is needed. I speak to it directly, and I say, this is not a wall, this is a door. And the command I am speaking this morning is the key that turns in the lock of that door. The supply that covers this need and exceeds this need and makes this need the last time I face this particular financial pressure is already prepared. already moving, already closer to my life than it was yesterday, because yesterday I was not speaking this command, and today I am. Today the channel is open. Today the frequency has shifted. Today the builder has new instruction. And what the builder builds from this morning forward will be different from what it built before, because the program it is building from is different. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote that the righteous man shall flourish like the palm tree, and she defined righteousness not as moral perfection, but as right thinking, right speaking, the alignment of the spoken word with the truth of divine supply, rather than the appearance of current circumstances. I am choosing right speaking this morning. I am choosing to speak the truth of the law rather than the appearance of the circumstances. I am choosing to give the subconscious builder the blueprint of abundance rather than the blueprint of lack. And the builder, which never questions the blueprint and never fails to build exactly what it is given, will construct accordingly from this morning forward. I am grateful for the money I have now, even if the amount feels insufficient, even if the gap between what is here and what is needed feels wide. I bless what is here, because gratitude is the frequency that tells the field of supply that I am already in the mode of receiving rather than the mode of lacking. And the field of supply flows toward receivers, not toward the empty hands of those who have not yet learned to receive with gratitude what is already present before celebrating the arrival of what is coming. I bless every person whose financial life reflects the abundance I am claiming for my own. Their prosperity is not evidence that the supply is limited, and they received my portion. Their prosperity is evidence that the supply is real, and the law works, and what is available to them is available to me. I celebrate their abundance as confirmation of my own. I bless them, and in blessing them, I keep my own channel free of the envy that Florence identified as one of the most reliable channel closers in the spiritual life of anyone seeking financial change. The law of divine supply has no favorites. It does not prefer the educated or the well-connected, or the people who were born into circumstances that made abundance feel natural and expected. It responds to alignment, to the spoken word delivered from genuine understanding, to the morning command issued by anyone willing to wake up 10 minutes earlier and give the subconscious builder its new instruction before the world delivers the old one. I am that person. I made that choice. I woke up and I spoke, and the law is responding now as it always responds to genuine alignment. Without delay, without condition, without requiring me to have earned what was always mine by divine right. I receive unexpected money today. I receive unexpected money this week. I receive unexpected money through channels I did not anticipate from sources I did not expect, in amounts that reflect the infinite supply of the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and has never once been short of what was needed to provide for a life that aligned itself with his law. That life is my life. That provision is my provision. That supply is my supply. And I claim it now completely, without apology and without qualification. My financial life is changing. Not because the circumstances have already visibly shifted, because the program has shifted, because the builder has new instruction, because the morning window that most people hand to the old frequency I have given to the new truth. And what the subconscious builds from new instruction is always new output, always new circumstances, always a financial life that begins to reflect what is running in the program rather than what used to run there before this morning changed the program. Speak these final words with everything you have received in this 10 minutes behind them, with the understanding of the law, with the knowledge of the mechanism, with the authority of one who is no longer asking whether the supply is available and has decided simply to receive it. Infinite Spirit. My channel is open, my word is spoken, my supply is commanded. Large sums of money come to me today easily and quickly and continuously under grace in perfect ways. I do not chase them. They find me, because I am the open channel of divine supply, and the law that governs that supply has just received its morning command from a person who finally understands how to give it. It is done. The builder has its instruction. The field has its signal. And what this morning has set in motion in the invisible will arrive in the visible with the perfect timing and the perfect form and through the perfect channel that the infinite intelligence of divine supply has already arranged. Watch what money does today. Watch what moves in the next 7 days. Watch what arrives from directions you were not watching. And tomorrow morning speak these words again. And every morning after that, until the financial life you have been commanding in the invisible has fully materialized in the visible. Because the law is not occasional, it is consistent, and a channel kept open by consistent morning command receives consistent supply from the field that never stops looking for aligned receivers through which to flow.